Dantas wide open. There goes the timeout by Stephanie White.
A timeout called by Indiana. The bench can't believe it.
Caitlin Clark went down early.
What a wonderful victory.
Booing Stephanie White when she called the timeout.
Dantas wide open. There goes the timeout by Stephanie White. And the bench boozer boos the crap out of ****. Caitlin wanted the whole crowd to boo her. She's like, yeah, boo her. Man, boo this coach. A timeout called by Indiana. The bench can't believe it. Dantas was wide open for a three. Boston like, stop trying to make the crowd boo coach. She's like, nah, boo her. Transcendent, dynamic player. Potentially the best the league's ever seen. When it's not about you, Caitlin Clark out here telling people, boo, this woman, man, terrible coaching.
All right, fam, like I stated, 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the clock, and we're in the fourth quarter. Dantas with a wide open three.
With just over 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Dantas was completely wide open for a three-pointer, but Coach Stephanie White unexpectedly called a timeout.
She called a timeout at the end. I didn't get that.
The crowd instantly erupted in disbelief, and even the Indiana bench couldn't hide their reactions.
Caitlin wanted the whole crowd to boo her. Look, she was walking around.
Teammates around her looked stunned, as if they couldn't believe what had just happened.
I mean, the team was having so much fun. They were even booing Stephanie White when she called the timeout.
This public display was impossible to miss, as the broadcast cameras caught her smiling and laughing while doing it.
Indiana just beating on the Chicago Sky at this point. Why are you calling a timeout?
The booing started immediately, and the noise was deafening. Fans inside the arena were baffled, wondering what the coach was thinking.
A timeout called by Indiana.
Laughter and shocked expressions spread across the bench as players exchanged looks.
Look. Hey, Caitlin is a pure menace, dog.
This wasn't a subtle disagreement. It was an open display of disapproval toward the coach's call.
On Dantas's open three, although, spoilers, she missed that open three.
The act added fuel to the already heated atmosphere in the arena. For a star player to rally the fans against her own coach was a rare and bold move.
Why are you Let's take a look at this, man. Roll this clip, dog. Look at this. Dantas wide open. There goes the timeout by Stephanie White.
The moment set the tone for one of the most awkward coaching decisions of the night.
Bench can't believe it. Dantas was wide open for a three.
During a crucial point in the game, Stephanie White signaled for a timeout, just as Dantas had a clear shot from the three-point line.
She is a pure menace. She like, yeah, boo her, man. Boo this coach.
Caitlin Clark didn't just boo from her seat. She actively encouraged the entire crowd to join in.
But it didn't matter. The team needed this win. Yes, it's the Sky.
When Alia Boston tried to gently pull Caitlin's arms down, urging her to stop, Clark refused.
And the bench boos her. Boos the crap out of her, man. You would have thought there was a house full of ghosts over there, man, the way they booed Stephanie White.
The bench reacted in shock, clearly frustrated that such a good scoring opportunity was cut short.
Felt like they got robbed. Caitlin Clark booing the timeout.
Cameras caught Caitlin Clark visibly booing the decision, making her feelings known without hesitation.
Boo her right now. We already heard what she had to say about Stephanie White in that interview, right?
Walking along the sideline, she waved her arms, signaling fans to boo her in reference to Stephanie White.
Non-existent rivalry that the Fever announcers or any announcer seems to bring up.
Boston appeared to be trying to calm the situation, but Caitlin immediately raised her arms again, signaling for the booing to continue.
And then Lil Boston had to come pull her arms down.
The persistence showed that Clark was fully committed to making her point.
Y'all was supposed to beat them.
When the timeout ended, her expression said it all, a mix of humor and defiance. This wasn't just a quick flash of frustration. It was a statement.
Fever's still winning and still having multiple players in double digits, with Kelsey Mitchell dropping 26.
This perception only fueled online debates about whether White's leadership style clashed with Clark's personality and competitive fire.
Caitlin is a pure menace.
The crowd responded with even louder boos, showing just how much influence she had over the energy in the building.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell was hitting threes too, bro. It was just a beautiful thing to see.
Clark made sure the cameras, her teammates, and everyone in the arena knew exactly how she felt about the decision.
Are we ready to give Stephanie White her flowers now, after figuring out how to win a game with 3 point guards down?
In the days following the game, a noticeable divide emerged among Fever supporters. Some began defending Stephanie White, claiming she deserved more respect for managing a depleted roster.
She need to cut it out, man. This was hilarious, though.
It was a dramatic standoff between player intent and coaching authority.
A feel-good needed game for Lexi Hall.
Her body language alone was enough to keep the tension alive well into the next plays.
Are we going to say some dumb shit like the Fever rescued Stephanie White again?
Others insisted that Clark's actions were justified, arguing that she was holding her coach accountable in real time.
With the coded words, right?
Even the commentators couldn't help but point out the scene when the team openly booed Stephanie White for stopping Donis's open three.
3 of 3 from range, 14 points, and lots of smiles. She has struggled shooting over the last month.
As the broadcast replayed the scene, commentators highlighted that the entire bench appeared to share Caitlin's disbelief.
Caitlin Clark out here telling people, boo this woman, man.
The booing moment became a trending discussion point, with clips circulating across Twitter, Instagram, and sports talk shows.
You know, gave me the key to the office. I heard what she was talking about.
Although Dantas eventually missed that shot, the reaction from the bench told the real story.
Fever, especially now, need her contributions.
Social media quickly exploded, with fans posting clips of Clark's reactions and labeling her the team's unofficial coach. The shared frustration was palpable, with several teammates visibly shaking their heads in unison.
Terrible coaching. Look, not the two thumbs behind a nugget piece right here.
It was no longer just about one timeout. It had evolved into a public conversation about team, dynamics, and leadership.
Luther, I heard what she was talking about, and now she's out here.
The laughter, head shaking, and audible crowd disapproval made it clear that the players felt the timeout was unnecessary.
You see all that side eye I just gave?
While most players would try to move on after such an incident, Clark leaned into the moment, smiling and exchanging glances with nearby teammates as if they were all in on the same joke.
Oh my goodness, man. This was hilarious, though.
Clark's roasting of her coach reached a peak when she was caught on camera saying, "Boo, this woman, man. Terrible coaching."
She calls the timeouts when we don't need them. Don't call them when we need them.
This was less about one missed shot and more about the ongoing tension between the coach and her team leader.
When it's not about you, transcendent dynamic player.
The drama extended beyond the court when Stephanie White's post-game comments were seen by many as a subtle jab at her star player.
I was laughing my butt off when I saw this, man. And it's facts.
The line spread like wildfire online, turning into a meme almost overnight. While some fans laughed and praised her boldness, others worried it might strain the locker room.
Come on, Stephanie. What are you doing, Steph? Come on now, man.
Even after the initial boos faded slightly, Caitlin Clark's playful but sharp trolling of Stephanie White didn't stop.
Potentially best player this league's ever seen.
She emphasized phrases like "when it's not about you and it's about the whole team," which some interpreted as aimed directly at Clark.
Man, this is crazy work, fam.
She kept her arms raised toward the crowd, signaling for them to resume booing, clearly enjoying the moment.
When it's not about you and it's about everybody else and it's about the whole, it makes it worth it.
Fans quickly connected these statements to the timeout incident, speculating that there might be deeper friction between the two.
You want to coach a super team, not a Caitlin Clark-led team. While doing your best to coach Cece not to be Cece, I miss Christy Sides, to be honest.
Some media voices have critics of Stephanie White argue that the timeout incident wasn't just a one-off mistake, but part of a larger pattern where she fails to adapt her coaching style to Caitlin Clark's strengths.
No wonder Sophie keeps telling us and trolling Cece.
The Fever's history before Clark's arrival is a big part of why this tension feels so important. This is largely the same roster that struggled in past seasons, with only minor upgrades around the edges.
The Pacers ownership, aka the Fever ownership, better be aware of something.
Even Sophie Cunningham's playful jabs at Clark in past games, like calling her the team troll, show how much personality drives this Fever roster.
People were picking right up on this.
Many believe the Fever should be built around Clark as the centerpiece, not adjusted to fit a rigid system. The logic is simple: superstars in other sports are surrounded by complementary players and strategies.
She really is the team troll. She trolls, fam.
White's supporters see her as doing the best she can with limited resources, while Clark's supporters see her as underutilizing a generational talent.
This is the one team in the league that has the ability to grow within a sniff of being valued.
But when that personality clashes with the head coach's philosophy, the results can be explosive.
More effery from her ego and narcissism is a big problem for the team.
The booing moment only brought this issue into sharper focus for fans, who have been voicing similar concerns all season.
She trolled. Did y'all see when Caitlin Clark was trolling Lexi Hole?
The timeout clash became symbolic, a single moment that, for many, summed up the broader frustration of wasted potential and mismatched vision.
Similarly to one of the other Big Four sports leagues franchises.
Fans watching Clark's behavior after the timeout saw it as more than just humor. They interpreted it as a deliberate way of challenging authority, something that might not sit well in a league where coaches often expect strict adherence to their plans.
Caitlin Clark out here telling people, boo this woman, man. Terrible coaching. Look,
Like they got robbed. Caitlin Clark booing the timeout.
and then Lil Boston had to come pull her arms down. Boston like, look, stop trying to make the crowd boo our coach.
You want to coach a super team, not a Caitlin Clark-led team.
Yeah, so Caitlin Clark had a scary incident where she stepped on a coach's foot.
Caitlin Clark out here telling people, boo this woman. Man, terrible coaching. Caitlin Clark booing the timeout. The whole bench can't believe it. No, boo her. Clark defiantly raising her arms. Again, they were even booing Stephanie White when she called a timeout on Dantas's open three. Yay, boo her. Man, boo this coach. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more updates.